President Uhuru Kenyatta has lifted the lockdown in COVID-19 hotspots, adjusted the curfew hours, but extended the ban on gatherings for 2 more months. While speaking during the Labor Day celebrations at Statehouse, Nairobi, President Kenyatta, who announced the relaxation of more measures, warned Kenyans against abusing the privilege, saying the measures would be escalated should the numbers rise. Chamitai go in with the details.
It was the second Labor Day celebrations held amid the COVID-19 pandemic that continues to ravage the country. The low-key event held at State House Gardens, only seeing a handful of invited guests. When the president took to the podium, he had good news for Kenyans, and particularly those in the 5 zoned counties where movement in and out of them had been restricted.
We have instituted these restrictions with no joy. However, as a government with a responsibility and the mandate to protect the lives of Kenyans, we must fully acknowledge that that responsibility that is bestowed upon us calls for action to secure the lives of our people.
The boundaries of Nairobi, Kiambu, Nakuru, Kajiado and Machakos counties now reopen to allow for unrestricted movements. Curfew hours in the 5 counties, which used to commence at 8 p.m., reviewed to between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. While making the announcement, the president noted that during the period the 5 counties were on lockdown, the rate of infection reduced significantly by 72%, thereby guiding the government's decision to relax the containment measures.
If public responsiveness to health protocols goes up, then the possibility of further de-escalating the containment measures is within reach. A surge of infections will also necessitate an escalation of containment measures, a possibility that we all dread.
The Public Order Number 3 also allowed resumption of in-person and congregational worship, however, capping the number of attendees to 1/3 of the capacity. The president, who seemingly bowed to demands of operators of restaurants and eateries, who lamented over the impact of the takeaway-only order, allowed their full resumption, however, in accordance with the guidelines of the Health Ministry.
And restaurants are indeed encouraged to utilize outdoor spaces to maximize on physical and social distancing.
Bars which had been shut have since been allowed to resume operations until 7 p.m.
And I repeat, 7 p.m.
While indefinitely extending the ban on political gatherings, President Kenyatta directed the Sports and Health Ministry to jointly come up with a framework for the resumption of sporting activities.
All our educational institutions in all levels of learning shall reopen in accordance with the calendar issued by the Ministry of Education.
Employers were also urged to allow employees to work from home to minimize crowding, while hospitals were directed to limit the number of visitors for hospitalized patients to only 1 visitor per patient per day. As he made a passionate appeal to Kenyans to adhere to the directives of the Ministry of Health, he revealed the dilemma he found himself in and why he had to make the unpopular decisions.
If we partner and work together, we can maintain both the health and lives of our people as well as our economy.
The president, while celebrating workers for standing tall amid the pandemic, noted that the disruptions had negatively impacted the economy, expressing hope for better days ahead. With the relaxation of some of the infection prevention and control measures, the president still maintains that personal responsibility will be key in winning the war against COVID-19, which the country has been battling for approximately 14 months. Chamutai Goin, Citizen TV, State House, Nairobi.